Ever feel like your dog's running the show at home? Sometimes your dogs start to act like they're the ones in charge, and if you're not careful, they might actually believe it. In this video, we're diving into 8 telltale signs that your dog thinks they're the boss of the house. And stick around until the end, because we'll share 3 super easy strategies to help remind your pup who's really in charge, without harming the bond between the two of you. Before we begin, if you like this topic, let us know by clicking the like button on this video. And if you are not subscribed, I hope you to subscribe and activate the bell so you never miss any of our future doggy videos now. Sign number 1. Barking is usually just a way for your dog to communicate a need, like asking for food or attention. It might be that your dog says, "Hey, I need something." But if those barks start to sound more demanding, louder, and maybe even a bit bossy, your dog could be trying to take charge. It's as if they're saying, "Do what I want now." It's a sign they're testing boundaries and trying to assert dominance over you. Sign number 2. If your dog has mastered the art of food theft that you're enjoying, it's more than just a bad habit. Not only is it risky since some human foods are harmful to dogs, but it's also a sign they don't see you as in charge. In the wild, lower-ranking pack members don't take food from those higher up. So if your dog is swiping your snacks without fear of consequence, they might be saying, "I don't think you're the boss here." Sign number 3. This one might surprise you. Those slobbery dog kisses are not always about affection. In the dog world, it has other purposes like cleaning, bonding, and showing who's in charge. That means dogs lick each other to keep their buddies clean, build bonds, and establish who's in charge. So, if your dog frequently licks you, especially your face or head, and becomes persistent when you try to stop them, they might be trying to assert dominance. What seems like sweet affection could actually be their way of asserting dominance. Crazy, right? Sign number 4. We've all seen it. Your dog's so pumped to head outside that the second the leash is clipped on, they're pulling like a freight train, eager to chase down that mysterious squirrel or sniff out every intriguing scent along the way. It's pretty normal for dogs to get excited and tug a bit, but you should still be able to bring them back to your side with a simple call or command. After all, you should be the one in control of the walk, not the other way around. If your dog is turning each walk into a tug of war, choosing the route, and ignoring your commands, it's a sign they think they're in charge. It's not just about the leash, it's about who's in charge. Time to remind them who's holding the leash. Sign number 5. Just like us humans, dogs express a range of emotions through eye contact. When you catch your furry friend looking at you with soft, gentle eyes, it's a clear sign of affection. But beware, if their gaze becomes fixed and intense, it's often a way of asserting dominance, like a game of who blinks first. If you find yourself in this situation, it's best not to challenge them by staring back. Instead, calmly look away to avoid escalating the situation. Averting your gaze calmly can help diffuse the situation and remind your pup who's really in charge without turning it into a power struggle. After all, maintaining that loving connection is way more important than any stare down. Sign number 6. If you've ever tried to grab your dog's favorite toy, only to have them block your way, growl, or quickly snatch it up and run off to another room like they're guarding a precious treasure. If this sounds familiar, your dog may be showing signs of resource guarding. This behavior isn't just about protecting their belongings, it's a sign your dog might feel insecure about their position in the household. When they act possessive over their toys, it could be their way of saying, "I'm in control and you don't get to take what's mine." Sign number 7. There's nothing more awkward than when your dog walks into a room full of people and suddenly decides that someone's leg is their new favorite spot. Even worse, if it's not your leg, but a friend's who's clearly uncomfortable. Or how about when they do it to another dog at the park for everyone to see? It might seem like they're just being playful, but what your dog is really doing is trying to show dominance. When this happens around your guests or in public, your dog is trying to show they think they're the boss, even if it's at the worst possible time. Sign number 8. One of the first big milestones in any dog owner's life is teaching their pup where to do their business. Once they've got it down, most dogs stick with it for life. So if your dog suddenly starts having accidents indoors, It's more than just an inconvenience. It could be a red flag. Before jumping to conclusions, the first step should always be a trip to the vet to rule out any health issues or stress that might be causing the behavior. But if your dog is constantly leaving their pee or poop in highly visible places and doing it repeatedly in the same spots, you might be dealing with something called scent marking. This is how dogs claim their territory. To them, you're just part of the pack, and by marking indoors, they might be trying to show they're in charge of the house, furniture and all. Pretty bold for someone who doesn't even pay rent, right? But don't worry, we'll show you how to turn things around while keeping that loving bond intact. Tip number 1. Think of it this way. Every time you give in, you're reinforcing their persistence instead of solving the problem. In the long run, this can lead to more stubbornness and unruly behavior. Make it clear that you are the one who sets the rules in your home. If you don't want your dog on the couch, gently but firmly redirect them every time they leap up. Use a command like off or down and reward them when they listen. And when it comes to snack requests, if you say no, stick to it and offer a toy or game as an alternative instead to keep them entertained. Establishing these boundaries not only helps your dog understand the rules, but it also strengthens the bond between you as they learn to respect your leadership. Tip number 2. Consider this, the art of ignoring. Picture a calm and collected owner who simply chooses to turn away from the chaos. If your dog is acting up but isn't harming themselves, you can take a deep breath and calmly tell them no. Then, act like they've just vanished. Don't make eye contact, don't react, just go about your business. Why? Because dogs thrive on attention, and if you're not giving it to them, they'll likely grow bored and look for something else to do. Over time, this strategy can teach your pup that their antics won't earn them any rewards, whether that's positive or negative attention. And who knows, they might just learn that sitting quietly by your side gets them a whole lot more love. Tip number 3. Many new dog owners make the mistake of believing that rewards are only for following commands. Sure, your dog deserves a treat for sitting on command, but what about those other little moments? Is your dog dashing to you when you call them? That's a perfect opportunity for a reward. Did they manage to stay calm and quiet when a neighbor's dog walked by instead of barking like a crazed lunatic? Give them a treat for that stellar behavior. It's all about catching them being good and letting them know that their actions are appreciated. But rewards don't always have to be food. While tasty treats certainly work wonders, think about mixing it up. A good scratch behind the ears, a gentle belly rub, or even enthusiastic praise can make your dog feel like the star they are. Dogs thrive on positive reinforcement, and by rewarding them for the behaviors you want to see more of, you're not just training them, you're building a loving relationship based on trust and respect. But there's something even more crucial you should know. Some everyday habits, things we might not even realize we're doing, could actually be harming our furry friends. Check out this video. We're diving into 15 jaw-dropping facts about dogs that will completely transform the way you look at your furry friend.